Hey Pokemon Masters, Toby here. And have you ever wondered why there are so few legendary Pokemon in the Galar region? There's literally, in the base game, Zacian, Zamazenta, and Eternatus. The Isle of Armor, of course, brought us Kubfu and Urshifu. We know there's a mythical Pokemon Zarude. That's fine. We know the Crown Tundra is bringing even more. But in the base game, there are 3 legendary Pokemon. Except wait, no there's not. You've seen the title. Silvally and Type Null are in the Galar region, and yeah, they're legendary Pokemon too. What are they doing there? How do they tie into potential future games? What are my theories and what is my speculation? Let's dive into that right now. Okay, Pokemon Masters, so yes, Pokemon theory time. And this Pokemon theory, this bit of speculation, it's all non-official, I want to be super clear, has been sponsored by the wonderful people over at DNA with their game Pokemon Masters, which is now celebrating being out for just over a year. It is a free to start Pokemon adventure on your phone, and you take that link at the top of the description, it'll take you to the Google Play or Apple Store, and from there you'll go to the Isle of Pasio, where you'll encounter other Pokemon Masters and their sync pair partners, and add them to your team. Engaging in intense 3 versus 3 real-time Pokemon battles, and if you're not feeling like going it alone, there's cooperative modes as well. You collect trainers, you collect Pokemon, there's different challenge modes. The challenge modes can get pretty tough actually. And right now a whole bunch of the Alola characters have entered the game. Including of course Gladion and his Silvally, which is why I'm doing this topic today. The story of Pokemon Masters is so well researched and written by the team over at DNA that when you jump in, when you get a new character, the first thing I want to do is check out a sync pair story with them so I can just learn more about the characters. I highly recommend you check it out using that link at the top of the description. Thank you so much to DNA for sponsoring this video, and let's jump in to the mystery behind Silvally being in the Galar region. I think I probably just peeked the mic there, Silvally! Silvally in the Galar region! So for those of you who didn't play Pokemon Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon, what exactly is a Silvally? Well, it's among the first batch of legendary Pokemon that actually evolve, and it's even more peculiar because it's like right in the middle of the Pokedex, not at the end where other legendary Pokemon go. But according to the game's code, yeah, these Pokemon are legendary Pokemon, and the story behind them is really unique. Because initially these Pokemon weren't called Type Null, these Pokemon were called Type Full. There were 3 Type Full Pokemon made, and they were built using a system called RKS. And in the games, you might have seen the items, the disc drive, just like the plates that you give to Arceus to change its type, you give one of these disc drives to Silvally and it will change type. This Pokemon is what's known as a Chimera. It's stitched together from bits of other Pokemon. Some parts might look recognizable to you, others might not, but fundamentally a core part of its design was clearly to imitate Arceus, the Pokemon god. In fact, you can learn in the Aether Foundation where they were made, that they were made by the scientist Faber and inspired by the myths of Sinnoh found in the Canalave Library, a library filled with books all about Arceus. Anyway, Faber created 3 Type Full, but their power was uncontrollable, so he had to put these limiter helmets on them. That's what you see on Type Null, and the project was deemed a failure. The original intention was for these Pokemon to battle Ultra Beasts, Pokemon from Ultra Space, or just other dimensions in general. But like we say, Type Null was deemed a failure, and the 3 were put into a sort of cryo-sleep, cryostasis. Skip forward to the game's Pokemon Sun and Moon, and Gladion has rescued one of them, and at the end of the game, once you've defeated the Aether Foundation and vanquished Faber from the lab, Gladion bestows upon you, a trustworthy trainer, another Type Null. Because it turns out that Type Null's power can actually be contained. The RKS system can be used, you just have to evolve it with high enough friendship into Silvally. Otherwise it's just going to be this evil monster thing. So there you go, one belongs to Gladion, one belongs to the player character, and the other one, that must be the one from Galar, right? Wrong, because the moment you're given Type Null during the post-game, you can read its Pokdex entries, which state the following. As a result of corporate espionage, design documents have been stolen and new instances of this Pokemon have now been documented. New instances, as of the time of Pokemon Sword and Shield, which must be set sometime in the future from Pokemon Sun and Moon or Sun and Ultra Moon, Type Null's design documents, they're out there. People are making more. So the next question is why, and who is making one in the Galar region? It would be nice to just jump to the evil team and say it's them, except Team Yell have no real purpose for a Silvally. In fact, Team Yell aren't really the evil team. Everything truly falls on Chairman Rose. He's the kind of big bad at the end of the game. And Chairman Rose might actually have some use for a Type Null or for a Silvally. Again, as well as Type Full and Type Null, another codename for the project was the Beast Slayer or Beast Destroyer, a Pokemon perfectly designed to fight Pokemon from space or from other dimensions. And one of the 3 big legendaries of the Galar region is Eternatus, a dragon that seems to have come from a wishing star, a falling piece of rock from the sky, carrying with it the power of Dynamax and Gigantamax Pokemon. And when you look at who gives you the Silvally, it is a member of the organization Macrocosmos. But, and the weird thing about Macrocosmos is throughout the main body of the game, they don't have a big presence, but they are everywhere. They're the organization that seems to run the Pokemon stadiums and Pokemon leagues, and when you have a look in the Pokemon PC and you look at the Pokejobs postings, Macrocosmos have job listings in rail, energy, just every kind of technology. Tech, media, there's Macrocosmos Living and Macrocosmos Bank. They own banks? Cargo, television, insurance, net, the internet. In the Galar region, it's in part run by Macrocosmos. They've got their finger in every single pie possible. What does that mean? You have fingers in pies? Pots? Fingers in pots of Pokemon. Teapots? Sinistea? I'm gonna be honest, this video's completely gotten away from me. The point is, Macrocosmos run everything in the Galar region, and again, we look back to that Pokedex entry, we see that it's corporate espionage, which means it's one company kind of maybe sending some spies over, maybe invading another company. Everyone knows that the Aether Foundation was a very successful company until the end of Pokemon Sun and Moon, or even Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, where it was taken over by Team Rainbow Rocket. Possibly during one of these arcs, during one of these sagas, members of Macrocosmos were secretly there stealing design documents. But there's a specific purpose. Because actually that's all very surface and it seems obvious. What's not obvious is why specifically Type Null and Silvally. There were other legendary Pokemon at the Aether Foundation. There were research notes, I'm sure, on Cosmog and the Ultra Beasts. But no, they specifically went for Type Null and Silvally. And that harkens back, really, to Arceus, the Pokemon that this Pokemon is inspired by, because the design notes, all of the planning for Type Null and Silvally suggest that it was based on the myths and legends read about in the Canalive Library, and in the Canalive Library, there is a book all about all of the different Arceus Plates, which is obviously fundamental within the design of Silvally. Now this book only appears in Pokemon Platinum, it doesn't appear in Diamond and Pearl, it's a later edition. But the plates are very relevant to Silvally. Interestingly enough, in the Galar region, the plates don't appear apart from the Pixie Plate, which is the only plate that wouldn't appear in the original Diamond and Pearl, because Fairy type didn't exist, so if they were remaking the games, that anyway, but as you're going around the Sinnoh region in Diamond, Pearl, Platinum and collecting these plates, you learn little things about their creation and how they tie into Arceus. And it doesn't matter which order you pick them up in, no one plate says any one specific thing, rather just once you've got one plate, it'll always say this thing, 2 plates, it'll have a certain thing it says, and after you've got a couple of Arceus plates, the next one you pick up will read that the power to defeat giants is infused into this plate. And who do we know in the Galar region that runs a big company that wants a Pokemon to defeat spacey Pokemon and specifically has the need for giant slaying? Because the Galar region is full of Gigantamax Pokemon. We're talking about Chairman Rose, obviously. That's why the chairman wanted a Type Null and Silvally within the realms of Macrocosmos. That's why he had his hand in that project. And that, Pokemon Masters, is my theory as to why exactly Silvally is one of the legends of the Galar region. That's just my Pokemon theory, and of course, we might learn even more about Silvally with Gladion and Silvally in Pokemon Masters, who of course have sponsored this video. Thank you so much to DNA and Pokemon Masters for that. Click that link at the top of the description to download it from the Google Play or App Store. Thank you to them for sponsoring this video. And with that being said, so hi Pokemon Masters. A special shout out to those of you supporting this channel on Patreon, including the big patron of the month, Lemon Baby. Thank you everyone.